Morning Swapper Shoppers. Today I wanted something a little bit different, so I've gone to Lidl and I fancy a roast dinner. But you ever feel like you can't be asked to make your own roast dinner? So I've decided to get a microwave version. I'm not particularly excited about this, but let's give it a try. Let's see if £2.49 really gets you a good value meal. Okay, so here is the beef roast dinner that we've got today. Chef Select Roast Beef Dinner. Roast beef in rich gravy, served with roast potatoes, carrots, peas, and a Yorkshire pudding. The pack contains 350 calories, 12.5 grams of fat, 7.2 grams of sugar, and 2.32 grams of salt. Awful lot of salt in this. Now, here we go. Slices of roast British beef, served with beef and onion gravy, roast potatoes, carrots, peas, and a Yorkshire pudding. 38% beef and onion gravy. So it's mostly gravy in this. We're going to microwave it, but you can put it in the oven if you'd rather wait 26 minutes. But it's only 6 minutes in the microwave. Now, I've never tried one like this before. You get a big Yorkshire pudding. You get a few little roast potatoes, plenty of veg. Veg looks all right. And plenty of gravy with the beef. I'm assuming it's slices, or is it like... Yeah, looks to be slices. Right, let's pop it in the microwave and let's have a go. Now it says we have to remove the Yorkshire pudding and add that about 30 seconds before. I'm assuming that's so it doesn't go all stodgy and moist. Right, let's give it a go. So that's on for 4.5 minutes. You do need a pretty big microwave to fit it all in. You'll notice that the tray doesn't really rotate if you've got a pretty average sized microwave, but we'll have to just keep turning it every couple of minutes. Now, whilst I am cooking it, I have noticed it's got Red Tractor certified beef. So the beef must be, you know, all right. It's at least got the Red Tractor symbol. But other than that, it really does sell it on the picture, I have to say. It does look pretty good. I mean, when I saw this on the shelf, it said it was new. Again, this is £2.49 from Lidl. Just in the microwave now, we're going to see what it's like. I mean, look at that gravy. That's that Yorkshire pudding. Potatoes obviously aren't going to be nice and roasted like they are there. They're going to be a bit soggy. But, you know, we can put it in the oven if you want them a bit crispier, I suppose. But, nah, we're going to go with the microwave version of this. So I've just put the Yorkshire pudding in. That takes another 30 seconds. Any moment now, we're going to do a ping. And that ping means it's my lunchtime. It's about time too, because I'm pretty starving. You ever feel like it takes forever when you're looking at a microwave? I definitely do. Just waiting for the ping any second now. Could be a minute, could be 10 seconds. This could be a while. Ping! We've got the food. I'm going to get it on a plate and show you what it's like. Okay, get it out of the microwave. Here we go, straight out the microwave. What do you think? Here we go, fresh out of the microwave. Just gonna very carefully remove the plastic foil. It does actually smell pretty good. Wonder if it's gonna be like just like a Toby Carvery type thing. Let me get a knife and fork. Right, so here we go, straight out the microwave. Just gonna have a look. Right, them peas and carrots look a bit of all right. Yorkshire pudding, very stodgy. Roast potatoes, yep, definitely hot enough, but it's mainly this beef that I want to have a look at. Let's get all the steam away. Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's like proper slices of beef. There you go, it looks a bit of all right, that. I'm not saying it looks amazing meat, but you know, I've had much worse at a carvery. Let's have the all-important taste test. You can probably hear my belly rumbling. That's because I'm bloody starving. So this better be good. So, Swapper Shoppers, should you swap to a roast dinner like this? £2.49. Arguably, you could say it's good value for money. But it's all about the taste, right? What shall I even start with? Let's start with the beef, shall we? Now, let's get a bit. I imagine this is quite hot. I want to be careful on this gravy. Taste test, here we go. Do you know, that's all right. Does taste very processed, but actually the gravy's all right. Got a nice onion kick to it. Doesn't smell great. Smells hard to describe, but you can smell when something's processed food, like spam or something, for example. You know what? That's not too bad. Let's try some carrots. Hopefully they're cooked all the way through. Carrots, I suppose. Very sweet for carrots, though. Try some peas. Not bad. I propose, let's get it out of this tray, put it on the plate. So, Yorkshire pudding, you can see that kind of just very doughy. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one that tried to attack me. 4 and a bit roast potatoes. Let's get this. You have to be careful you don't get the gravy on you. Right. Go, get your peas and stuff on. There's a lot of water in them peas. Right. Get your lashings of beef and onion gravy. It's beef. And get as much as you can out. Looks a little bit more appetizing now, to be fair. So, let's dig into these potatoes. It should just taste of potato, of course. You know what? They're all right. I think they'd be better done in the oven. Let's get a bit of peas, carrots, a bit of gravy. See, I would do the carrots for a bit longer, personally. Right. The main question is this good enough to be classed as a good old British roast dinner? So far, I'd say so. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. So the gravy is very sweet, plenty of onion in it, so you can definitely taste that. The beef is all right. There doesn't seem to be any fat or gristle or anything so far, but I'll probably just jinx myself. I'm sure other people have got horror stories of it. But yeah, potatoes are okay. They taste like potatoes. They don't taste anything like your normal crispy roast potatoes that you'd get if your mum was making it for your roast dinner, of course, on a Sunday. But we're still at the Yorkshire pudding to try as well. So let's just try this again. It's all right, to be fair. Right, Yorkshire pudding. Get a lashings of gravy. Just give it a try. Does taste like any other frozen roast potato. Roast potato? Yorkshire pudding, you know what I mean. Tell you what, this hunger's gone to my head. It just tastes a bit doughy, there isn't much flavour to it. You want to make a homemade one, if you're taking this seriously, of course. You know what? It's not that bad. For £2.49, I thought this would be awful. I thought it'd be lacking in flavour. But the beef's actually quite nice. It's better than I thought, actually. I'd expect it to just be all the bits that, you know, the supermarkets don't really want to use. Just sling it in this. A bit like chicken nuggets, where it's the gristle and everything else that you don't want to eat. But actually, it tastes pretty good. Now, I've done something that most people forget to do. This is a cheap meal, right? It's not going to have a lot of seasoning to it. Get yourself a bit of rock salt. Get yourself some black peppercorns in a grinder. Add some tea meal. And I'm going to see if that actually makes a huge amount of difference. Sometimes a little bit of seasoning can elevate your meal. And it can turn it into, you know, something a little bit more bougie. A little bit more tolerable, let's say. So let's give it a try. Yeah, just need a bit of seasoning. Like, the packet does say it's got a lot of salt in it already, but can't really taste a lot of the salt. So, we have another mouthful of potato. I'll give you my opinion. Tastes fine to me. So as you'll see, swappers, the only thing I haven't really finished is my peas and carrots. There are far too many peas and carrots in this. They could do with a little bit more cooking. I like them really soft. But in terms of overall flavour, let's have a rundown. Your Yorkshire pudding is your standard frozen Yorkshire pudding. It does need crisping up in the oven, but if you put this meal in the oven, I think it would work great. Alongside the roast potatoes, which were pretty much new potatoes if you're microwaving it, go too soft. But in the oven, I think that's them two solved. So if you buy in frozen roast potatoes and you're buying frozen Yorkshire puddings, it tastes exactly the same. You know exactly what you have in there. Peas and carrots, as I say, they could do with a little bit longer. Probably by the time we've cooked it for 26 minutes in the oven, they'll probably be a lot softer, not gonna lie. The beef, actually pretty good. Like, as beef goes, I've had a lot worse going out for a carvery somewhere, whether it be a pub chain or a small independent. And honestly, I've had worse experiences. This was actually really nice. There was no fat. It was really tasty. And ultimately, it just pulled apart with your knife and fork. There was no actual concern that I wasn't going to be able to eat it. And the gravy is actually really tasty. I'm really surprised by that gravy. Normally, you'd expect it to just taste like OXO cube in water. We all know what that tastes like. But actually, no, that was pretty good. And matching with the salt and pepper that I added for a little bit of extra flavour, actually, it worked pretty well. I'm pretty surprised. The question is would I have it again? I think I would, but maybe not this version, or at least I'd put it in the oven. I'd want something with a bit more meat and a bit less peas and carrots. I appreciate that's to keep costs down, don't get me wrong. But, so the Lidl's Chef Select Roast Beef Dinner. Again, what do you think? Have you tried it before? If you've tried it before, put it down in the comments and let me know what you think of it. It's 400 grams worth of food for £2.49. And let's face it, if it got to a midweek and you really fancy the roast dinner, and you know how much effort a roast dinner is, right? Pick up one of these and it will satisfy it. I'm not going to say it's the most amazing meal because obviously we'd all be lying. However, if it's just to satisfy your urge to have a good old roast dinner, I'd pick one up. I think it's worth it. Maybe next time I'll try it in the oven though, or see if there's another variety. But I have got some more things on the way. Now, if you want to subscribe to the channel, and in your notifications will be all my new videos moving forwards. And you'll be excited for them because we're going to be trying a lot more different things like this, alongside the existing food snacks that we already try. But until the next video, have a great weekend, folks. Ciao.